Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you how to download NLDAS precipitation data. It is not only precipitation, it will include also the temperature and the wind speed at 10-meter height and humidity, right? The relative humidity. There are different variables if you want to download, you can download that. So this is called NLDAS, North American Land Data Assimilation System. Okay. So because this is a huge data set and it is a reanalysis data, so you can download this data and you can use, because if you wanna use this precipitation for your comparison with national water model or for any other hydrologic model, because they use that NLDAS data, so it is very convenient to download, but you have to follow some protocol here. So this data is basically from this nasa.gov, so you have to use some types of specific coding or command, then you will be able to download all this thing. So you can download this data either on your Linux machine or on your Windows system. So I'm going to show you both. Okay, you can download whatever you want, not a problem. It's easy, but sometimes you'll forget everything. You have to follow the specific procedure, then you can download everything. It will be easy. It is not a hard coding. It's really easy for this case. They made it easy for you. Okay, so I'm going to just show you that. Let me quickly share my screen here and then I'm going to show you. It isn't, yeah, for downloading that you have to go to that DES, okay, GESDISC. Basically this is an Earth's data server or archive, whatever you call it. So once you are there, what you have to do before starting your download, you have to log into their system here. It doesn't matter, but if you are not their account holder, so you have to open an account first. Okay, so you can search for Earth data, or I'll give you the link in the description below. That is not a problem. You'll go to this website and then you can log in. You can click here. If you already have your account, then you have to open an account. You know, I think how to create an account, it's pretty easy. And then if you are there, because it's already logged in, because I saved my password, and now once you have your ID and password or username and password, you can remember that. We'll use that later on. So once you are here, so you have to click there, subset or get data, right? If you wanna get data, or you can even click on the archive and you can just see they have data like from 1979 to 2001. Okay, you can click on any year and then you can see it is again like the same thing we did for MRMS precipitation. You can select any day and you'll be able to see it is hourly data as usual, and these are also in GRIB format and both in NetCDF as well. So here we can see only the GRIB, but you can't see the NetCDF format. That's why you have to, it is better to follow this step that I'm going to show you right now. So here if I click on subset or get data, it will open a new window here. So there you have to select the download method. Okay, if I click on that, it is okay showing that these are the options. Get original files. If I click that, so it will give you only the GRIB file, but I don't want that. I want the subset. Okay, you can manipulate you can even select the smaller area than what we have. We'll see that. So I'm just using the second option, get the files, using the GES and DIS subset. Okay, and now I have different options. Refine date range. Okay, I'm gonna only download for this current date and month. So here if you click and double click, you'll see the year range and you'll see the range again. So I'm gonna select 2021 and you can select the month of August. Okay, and I'm gonna select from August 1st. Okay, first, and then here it is already up to 25th. Okay, or up to today, or 25th, it will be okay, or 26th. We have the data up to 26th, even though it is 30th of August, because these are the reanalysis data, so that's why they are just running their model and uploading. Okay, and these are the date we have here, and then refine region. So the data we have here, you can see it is just covering the whole USA. The shaded area, you can see it is covering the USA because this data is for USA only. And you can even crop, you can click here, you can crop your region, right? You can zoom in, and you can even crop any region you want. Okay, for example, I just cropped here, or I can even reset. I'm gonna download the data for whole USA for the time being. Okay, then yeah, for any location you want, I'm downloading that one because these files are not that big, so you can easily download that. Okay, for the time being, we're selecting as default for whole of USA, and then I'm getting the variables. There are a lot of options. APCP, so these are the precipitation data, so we need to download this one first. I'm checking this. So that is the precipitation hourly, so kg per meter square. So if you convert this one, so it will be millimeter, right? So these are the hourly data, so our time step will be hourly, and this is the millimeter. And then you can even select all these options. We have these are basically 180 millibar above ground convective available potential energy. These are energy, and we also have the fraction of total precipitation, that is convective unitless. And then you can use even that radiation, long wave radiation flux, and then we have short wave radiation flux, and we also have the potential evaporation. Okay, and then we also have the surface pressure. We also have 2 meter above ground specific humidity. We need all these things for calculating relative humidity as well. And you also have the temperature, and you also have UGRD, means 10 meter above ground, zonal wind speed. And you also have that is the U, means the X component of wind, east to west direction, and you also have the V component of wind. These are the zonal wind, and the speed is meter per second. Okay, so once you are done with your options, the variables, then you can go for grid. You don't need to select anything, it is by default. We don't need to select any grid, but you can select that format. Okay, by default it is GRIB, GRIB, GRIB format. So if you download this one, it is pretty difficult to deal with these files because these are the binary files, and you need to even use more specific and more in-depth command or programming skill. So there are few options to deal with this one, so I don't like that. Most of the people, they try to avoid this GRIB format, so it is same for me. And so I'm gonna select this net CDF. Okay, and if I click on get data, see, it will, what is doing, it is listing all these files, the entire URL. It is just creating what I did for MRMS. I wrote a script that can do the job. But here, see, if I click on download links list, it will give you a text file. See this text file, I'm gonna download that one, and I'm putting this in my NLDAS directory right here. Let's see what we have. It's failed, means I tried. Okay, let me try. Why? Do we have internet connection? Yeah, everything is okay. What is happening? NLDAS. Let me just click again, and I'm gonna save it outside of this. Let's see if it works. Yeah, this time it worked, and I'm just copying that. Okay, I'm copying and I'm pasting inside. I'm deleting, and inside that folder. Okay, pasting, and let me just open that. If I double click, it is a text file, and you can see it contains the first one, the PDF, and then this is basically a PDF, the report that contains the description of this data, and then I have the link for each of these files. Okay, whatever the length of your time, it will show you the list. We have the text file, and then what we have to do, the next step is to here instruction for downloading. If you click there, or if you just follow the instruction for wget, or you can even create account, right? Once you are done with that listing, it won't ask you for any account, and you can create an account. You can click, and then it will ask for, okay, this page is not found here, but maybe it will work for you. Sometimes their links are not working. And here, right, you can click, you can right click, and it will open a new window, and you'll see they have the description here how to download all this data. But sometimes it is pretty yes, for someone maybe it is not convenient. That's why I'm going to show you. Sometimes I forget because I did these things for many times, but still I forget. sometimes it won't work, and they have different options for Windows, Mac, and Linux machine, and you can use even Python code, and you can use that request command, everything. But the thing is that you have to have that URL ready, and we already have that. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to download this on Windows machine and in Linux as well. So they have the description. At first you have to open an account. You can right click here, and you can open. This time it is working. See, you can go there and you can create new account. So that's that. But what do you have to do in order to download this file on your Windows machine? You have to create a user cookies. Okay, so that's the command. So I'm just copying that. I'll give you this link as well in the description below, and I'm copying this one, and I'm gonna open CMD. Okay, CMD. If you click CMD, then if you just right click and open as administrator, right, you know how to open. So there, okay, I have that black screen command prompt. I open this as administrator so that I can write anything. So what I have to do, I have to go to C drive. Okay, so that is the command, C drive, C and the colon, and if I hit enter, so it is there, and I'm just pasting that one. So at first there is nothing in that cookies, so I'm using null, and that is the command. So what I'm going to write inside that folder or inside that file, urs_cookies, so it is the null value. There won't be anything. Okay, it is showing access denied. If you have the access, because I already have that file there, so it is not even overwriting. So that's why for your case it will work. Okay, so that is the way. I have to delete that first, and then I have to do that, but still it will work because I already have that file there. Okay, so once you are done with that one, what do you have to do? You have to move to that directory where you have your text file. I'm copying that directory, and I'm just using that cd command and space and that link. If I hit enter, I'm inside that directory, and if you write dir, so it will show you the properties of the directory, including that file, the text file we have here, right? So now they have specific command for this one. See, if you want to download only one file, you have to give the URL, your username. What do you have to do? We are using wget and load cookies from where? C drive, and from there. That's why we needed to generate that file. Okay, and they're gonna save that cookies there also. Okay, these are the command, and they'll ask for this authentication, and then you have to provide your username here, and then they'll ask you for the password. So you'll provide your password, then you have to pass the URL for one file if you want to download for one time step. And if you want to download for multiple files, so they have this option. So I'm gonna use the last one with this one, but you have to modify this script. These are the general script but command. So what I'm gonna do here, see, I'm just pasting. After right clicking, it will be pasted there, and I'm just removing that part because I'm just giving that text file as input. That's why it's there, So if I write the first name SU and then hit tab, so the text file is there. Okay, since the file is already there, so it will show you there. Okay, so username, my username is, I'm importing my username, and they will ask for the password. Okay, so that is the username. If the username is okay, and if it is already there and activated, they will approve your, when you open the account for the first time, because that is from the nasa.gov, so they will accept and approve your account. So within 24 hours or maybe more than that, or based on their traffic, so they will do that. Not a problem. You have to wait for that one, and then once you have username and password and your account is activated, then you'll use your account and password, and you don't have to do anything. Okay, because we created the cookies. If we hit enter, it will ask for the password. Okay, I'm hitting enter. See, it is not working because I have the command ready, but I don't have the wget. So how can you get the wget? You have to have that executable. So in order to get that executable, you have to search for it. You can even search for here. Okay, wget download. I'll give the link in the description below. So here, from here we can even download, or I already have that. I'll give you the link in the description. So once you're in that window, right, you'll click that zip. Okay, if you click that zip for 32-bit, it is the latest version of the file, so it will open. So I already have that inside my download directory. I'm canceling that one. It will download, and let me make it simple. Okay, so I have that wget. I just double clicked on it and then I extracted everything. Okay, once I have the extraction, so it will be there. I'm copying everything. I don't need to, because it is the text file I tried previously. So I copied, okay, everything inside that extracted wget, and I'm pasting everything in my NLDAS folder. So when I'll download everything, my download will be done, then I'll delete the extra file. I'll only keep that. That's why I just copied and I kept the main executable as a zip file. Okay, so now I have everything there, and if because I'm just calling wget, but it is not there, what you can do, you can even copy this folder. Okay, what you can do, you can even copy this folder. You can copy, okay, you can copy and you can paste it in your C drive as well, or you can even paste it there, your program file, you can paste it there as well. Okay, and once you are done, what you can do, you can even copy this one, and then you can click you have to add this link to your environmental variable. Okay, environmental variable, so you can add that environmental or environment variables, and there you can system variable or your variable, because you are the user. So that's to the upper panel. If you edit, and it will be open that way. Okay, so you don't need that, you need to add. So you have to click on the path, and then you have to click edit. Okay, and then here you can add that a new file, a new, and then add. Okay, so inside that I'm just using that path, I'm just saving, it's done, it's done. Okay, now let me just try if it works. The same file, see, it is working because it is already linking, it is getting that, okay, you have your executable in the environmental variable, because it's checking. Now it is asking for the password, I'm giving the password. Okay, let me give you the password. If it works, yeah, it's working. You can see that it's working, it started downloading. If I just refresh, okay, where is my NLDAS directory? There. Okay, it started downloading. See the NC4, it is downloading. See, it's downloading, but it is not that first that we have speed in our Linux machine. So still you can use your Windows machine if you don't have access to Linux machine, so you can do that. See, it's there, it's downloading, it will download everything. Okay, so I'm going to show the same thing in a Linux machine. So for Linux machine, I have to log into my Linux machine first, and I have to, okay, see, I have already there. So I created on a folder NLDAS there. Maybe the server is not that, maybe it is checking the login information because I just logged in today. Okay, it may be there, or I'm in different. So this machine is not that fast. Okay, I'm gonna change the machine. Okay, I'm gonna here. Okay, I'm downloading everything whatever I have. So now my directory is empty. I'm gonna upload that text file, okay, that I need inside download, that one that I just downloaded a few minutes ago. So it's there, but since I already installed that wget, so I don't need to install it again because it's already added to my user variable or environmental variable. It's different in Linux, it's called user profile. I already added that one, but you have to even add a little bit more options there. So what are the options? Let me just quickly show you that one as well. it is this one. Okay, so they have also options for Mac and Linux as well, so I'm gonna follow their step. So what you have to do, you have to go to your home directory first, home, and then if you want to open any new, okay, any new server or Linux machine, it is there. This is your home. So then what do you have to do there? Okay, suggesting us to go to home and then touch .netrc. If you use task command, it will create a new file, right? If the file is there, it will open, otherwise it will create a new file. So that is the command, task command. If you touch it, so it will create a new file. And then what do you have to do? You have to use echo and then that command, because it is asking for the URL of this earthdata.nasa.gov. okay, so you have to put your information, your login information there. Basically, that's why they're just asking to create this one in your home directory, so that when once you are logged in, it will be like connected to that user means environmental or environment variable. Okay, you have to give your password and you have to give your user ID once you are done with that one, and then everything is going inside that .netrc. okay, then yeah, only you will be able to use that information and the machine and the command. So that's why I already did this. You just follow. I'll give you this link, then you can follow each of this step, and then you can change the permission, change mode to your, or you can even use 777, then it will give access to anyone. But for this case, you don't need to change anything. But once you are done with your user ID and password, so for downloading this data in Linux machine, it won't ask you the password anymore, because your password is given there. It will automatically collect the information. Since I already have this everything ready, okay, I have that. See, I already created that one, so I'm not going to replace this information. It is there, and if I open it, my username and password will be there. Okay, I'm not going to show you that. So here I am, right there. So I have only one file, text file. So I can show you that what I have inside that. These are the URL, nothing else. So that command will start downloading. So again, if I wanna download only one file, I have to use that command. But since I'm gonna download everything at once, so I'll copy that command, specific command, and I'm gonna just paste it. If you just click your scroll, then it will paste here. Then what I have to do, as before, I'm gonna replace that by my text file, and then I don't need to do anything, literally anything. See, it will create, it will load the cookies, and it will save the new cookies, everything. If I hit enter, it will start downloading. See, it is not asking for any password anymore. And see, if I refresh, see, it downloaded the PDF file, and then it started downloading that netcdf file. And what about my Windows? Yeah, still it's downloading. See, still it is downloading, but compared to Windows, the Linux machine is pretty fast, right? It's pretty fast. And if I just open that PDF, what it is giving us, it is just giving us the report from this NASA, and they are just giving us the documentation of this product. Okay, everything. So you can even read the description of your data that you are going to download. Okay, so we downloaded, so you have your variable description here, the precipitation and everything. You need that, right? From that website you can even see the name of the precipitation, but here, and name of the variables as well, but here we can see the description of the variable and the unit. That's why you need to have the description file, and they are well organized, so they are giving you everything. Okay, so that's that. This is how you can download NLDAS data, and you can do your research and everything. It's pretty simple, right? If you follow specific instruction, and if you follow their guideline, if you are good at even computer stuff, then it is not very difficult for anyone, I guess. That's why sometimes, because I did the thing many times and sometimes I forget that. So in order to remember everything, you have to make any documentation or any kind of okay, video clip or everything, so that later on you can go back and you can check, right? So when I was trying to download the same information, because you may need this, now I know whatever I need to do, right? But after 1 year or 2 years, because I did this thing, I think 3 years ago, I was able to do everything. I figured out how to do that. But when I was trying to download again, then because other people, they were asking for this type of data, so I was trying to download, but it was not working. I did the same thing many times, but it was not working. Then I decided, okay, even I can create one documentation, and I have the Word file. I have written one Word file how to download everything here. So this is how I preserve information. I already created a doc, and I'm giving the screenshot and explaining the steps. Okay, these are the steps, and even I'm giving here the specific options as well, example code. Okay, so that's that. You can try by yourself, or if you face any problem, let me know. Otherwise, I don't think that you'll face any problem. Maybe it's pretty simple, everything is there. I think there are people, they're good at computer kind of stuff, right? So that's no problem. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll give the link in the description. You can click and you can try by yourself, and stay safe. See you in the next tutorial.